What's shaking AC?
Oh my gosh, there is so much going on right now in the franchise world and in the AC Inc. world. Super excited. The roundtables I'm just having so much fun with on Wednesdays. If anybody's watching this and you are a franchisor or a franchisor executive at a company that is a franchise company and you want to join us, you got to send an email to me, side note, or DM me or whatever. But yeah, the round tables, and we got Play Bigger people getting signed up. I can't wait to get that going.
Yeah. And the NBA is back, and the NHL, and the MLB. So if anyone wants to talk about how Raptors are going to dominate again, you can.
Woo! Go Raps. There you go. All right.
So tell me, please tell me what we're going to rant about today. I've been dying.
Okay. So I know. I'm sorry. I didn't tell you in advance, did I?
No.
So I think that we have had the spotlight on me a little too much lately, and it's time to turn the spotlight around, and we're going to put it on you, Robert Bruski.
Okay.
I know. Are you blushing?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing. And so I'm sorry to throw this at you, but I didn't want to ask you in advance because then you might have said no. So I think that you guys are an amazing franchise company, Ctrl V.
Thank you.
And I think that we need more people to know how amazing Ctrl V is and to help us spread the word that we are looking for people who are rock stars that want to do something really cool with their life, especially when they're reevaluating things right now, which is happening to a lot of people. And so maybe we could talk a little bit about why it is awesome to be a Ctrl V franchisee.
Okay. I mean, I'm happy to do that. I talk about that all the time. So
I know. Well, let's start with this. Let's start with a few of the traits of the people just so they would know if they're aligned. I guess we could tell them to go check out my DNA of a franchisee, although you have that on your website.
Yeah, www.virtualrealityfranchise.com. We've got it all.
Virtualrealityfranchise.com. Go there, check it out. Anyway, okay, so some traits are there. So I guess people could go check that out. What are one or two of the key traits that make a successful Ctrl V franchisee?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest by far is like your ability to market or advertise specifically from involvement in the community. Because, you could be an awesome operator, you could be great with money and business and all that sort of stuff, but if nobody's coming through your door, you have no budget to allocate, And people don't know Ctrl V, like we're still small, but they also don't know virtual reality. They still think it's like some Matrix, NASA stuff, and not that it's ready for people. So you've got to be able to get out there and say, hello, my name is Robert. Would you like to come in and visit my business, and not be apprehensive about doing that?
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. So yeah, people either fight the competition or they fight the fact of people not knowing and having to educate people. And for M&M meat shops growing up, my dad, when he started the company, educating people was the thing, because back then people didn't eat frozen food the way that they do now. And that's exactly the battle you guys are facing. So you need people that are excited to spread like the mission, right? And that want to go out there and say, do you realize how cool VR is? And I will say that not only did I not realize how fun and exciting it is until I came there, when January, I think I was there pre-COVID and all that. Yep. I was in your neck of the woods and got to try it, and it was so fun. Like, it's nothing. I'm not a gamer or anything. Like, that would not be me. So that was fun. But I get just so blown away by the impact you can make with VR. I know you always hear me talk about you guys when you go into like a senior's residence and put the VR headset on them, and they're like swimming, and it's just something they could never have experienced if they didn't have VR, right?
Yeah, like we go into seniors' homes, like you said. People with autism love VR. There's a great opportunity to get into education. We're going to roll out like a huge educational program with over 250 pieces of content right prior to COVID, before the schools were shut down. There's all these opportunities for training and all that sort of stuff. So VR can really change the world. It just needs to be adopted by people. And the best way to get people to adopt it is through Ctrl V or a virtual reality arcade, because it's expensive for people to get in home. It takes up a lot of space. It's kind of lonely to do on your own. You want to do multiplayer stuff.
Well, you had me at expensive. Like people are going to be like, because you'd have to buy a bunch of things, and then oh, now we want a new game. Like, it makes so much sense to have a facility where you can go play, like you said, get together with your friends and people. And so like the education, like the medical world, like there's so many things. So you're looking for people who get excited about making an impact and making change happen.
Yeah. And you have to be excited, because this isn't like a coffee shop or a burger place where people might know your brand or know what a coffee is. Like, it's kind of hard work. You know what I mean? Like, you're running a business, your money's on the line. You can't just sit there and expect things to happen, or just expect to do the same thing that you've always done. You got to be like, all right, I'm getting up in the morning. I love what I'm doing. I'm going to go out there and hustle, you know?
Yeah. And I bet, like, I think it'd be really fun. Like, imagine, not to put down any other businesses, but like, it'd be easier to or not easier, but more exciting to go do that than to go like clean carpet, be like a carpet cleaning franchise or something. Again, not to put anybody else's down. There's a lot of need for all the different ones, but like, to get to do that, like we always, again, I don't mean to bring it back to M&M, but I remember that it was always fun because people left with food and they were excited, yeah, you love food. So yeah, I think it would be really cool to like see the smiles on people's faces and that impact. And you get fan mail.
Yeah, we get fan mail, like proper through Canada Post and US Postal Service, the like snail mail. So people love it. It changes their lives. But even what I've heard when I work on the floor, when our staff does, they love the people's reaction and how they leave blown away. Whoa, that was so cool. Or did you see me blow that zombie's head off? No, sorry, I was busy making like flower pot soup in this job simulation game. There's just so much energy going on, people talking about it. It's really joyful to see. And then you don't go home smelling like burgers and fries.
Right. Oh my gosh. We could rant about this for hours. We should do a follow-up for this. But another thing I wanted to say is, for anybody that's watching this, you got to go listen to the Dean Blundell podcast where Robert was interviewed. Oh my gosh. I was laughing out loud listening to these guys. It's with Dean Blundell, who is a radio personality, very well-known celebrity in the Toronto area. Ryan Smokin from Smokes Poutineery, also a celebrity, but maybe in the franchise world and restaurants and that quick service. Super cool guy. And then Robert, just super all around fun, exciting guy. You guys were so funny. And I love the challenge that we're going to actually try to make happen, where you get Dean Blundell and Ryan Smokin into Ctrl V to do the haunted house to see if they can get through the whole thing without peeing their pants.
Yes.
I mean, if anyone's watching this and wondering what the heck we're talking about, you got to go listen to the podcast. So we don't want to give it all away, but yeah, definitely, the fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
right?
It was a fun podcast to be on, and you were on that too a couple of weeks later after me talking about franchising, and that was fun too. Those guys run a great show. They're great hosts. They're
support local, man. It's all about support local, and now we're going to get on another topic. So let's hold that. But unless you had something else you wanted to add.
Nope. I'm good.
Okay, so Ctrl V, just like when I look at the franchise opportunities out there, you've got a reasonable investment, great unit economics, and great support. You guys do everything for franchisees. It's awesome. And it's fun. So if anybody's watching this right now, this is me shining the light back on Robert and saying, go check it out. Tell your friends. And I'm pretty sure that Robert would at least give you a lock of his hair if you find him a franchisee or buy you a drink at a franchise conference or whatever. But you're looking for franchisees all over the place too, right?
All over the place. So like I was telling you, that Animaniacs song, United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, every list anywhere, I will open up franchises.
Yeah, because you've got one in Costa Rica, the US, and Canada. So, okay, everybody, reach out to Robert Bruski and learn about the franchise opportunity because it is awesome.
Thanks, Angela. I appreciate it.
Are we going to do the countdown?
Yeah, let's do the countdown.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Be awesome.